Alright guys, this is a really interesting one. So, what do you get when you mix a bank robber with drunk and abusive punters at a bar or a nightclub? Oi, you want a piece of me? I'm getting double vision, I can't see you, but I'm going to be violent and abusive anyway because that's what happens when I drink, right? Well, not me personally, but some people, they experience that. If you are one of them, you shouldn't be drinking. But forget about that. What's the difference between a bank robber and an abusive punter? Well, what's the comparison? I should be saying at least. What's the comparison? Money die packs. You're probably thinking to yourself right now, what is Gareth on about with money die packs, abusive people in a pub, nightclub, / bank robbers? This is such an interesting story. I can't wait to tell you. This is new technology coming out. And you guys know me. I absolutely love talking about technology and where the future is going, where society is going. So, hey, this is what we're talking about today. So money die packs. If you were to steal money from a bank, all right? If you open up one of these die packs, which is basically fake money, all right, with the die pack there, basically it explodes with dye all over the money, now rendering the money useless. And if the cloud is big enough, the cloud will render you useless, such as this. This is a screenshot of an actual video of some guy allegedly in America, allegedly stealing money. It's funny how we have to say the word allegedly, but you know, it looks like he may have done it, right? This guy in America basically looks like he stole money, allegedly, and the bank notes that he had, rendering the money he had useless, and now himself useless. If he was to continue wearing those clothes, he couldn't wash them. They're ruined for life. And if he gets the dye on his skin, which obviously he was getting on his skin, then it renders him useless kind of for a week or so. I don't know. It lasts a long time on your body, right? It's a terrible bitch to get off your skin. I wouldn't know from personal experience, but it's what I hear, right? So what's the difference between a bank robber and an angry punter? And how do we fix this problem? Angry punters? This right here. There's this new technology which basically bounces mall cops, those guys at nightclubs that like to pretend they have too much power, but they don't because they're not police officers. But hey, they're still there to help you. They're still there to get rid of the bad guy, but still, they will abuse their power to their fullest capacity and pretend that they have bigger rules, bigger laws, bigger powers than they actually do, right? Most of them are good, but some of them are shit. But anyway, personal experience. Let me tell you that, okay? Personal experience. There's this new spray that once sprayed on a baddie. If you shine ultraviolet light on that said baddie, you light up like a goddamn Christmas tree. This is this new technology I can't wait to talk to you guys about. I only just discovered about this today, actually. I was actually reading online about this new tech, and I was like, wow. Hang on. There's another one, hang on. And I was like, wow, we need to read about this. Wow, that lasted too long. I'm sorry about that. Bouncers are now being given smart water. You don't want to drink this, obviously, right? To help arrest drunk people who can be tagged by the spray so the police are able to know who they are and arrest them. Troublemakers, all right? The handheld forensic spray devices are set to be dished out to security staff in town centers to help curb rising levels of anti-social behavior. All right? The smart water acts like a permanent marker which can be simply sprayed onto problem punters to save door staff from having to chase after them. Like, hey, I'm a glorified mall cop. You're a bad man in my pub. And you're not allowed to run away now, so I'm going to spray you so when you do run away, I'll be able to call the police on you, right? That's basically what's happening there, right? So, the smart water acts like a permanent marker. We've already read that. Police can then later find those who have been sprayed by shining the ultraviolet light on them, okay? Now, the new scheme comes after research found that violence and abuse against pub staff and bouncers rose dramatically following the COVID-19 pandemic. Oh, I wonder why that is. Everything was closed except for bottle shops, and we're all home alone in lockdown. Cabin fever and alcoholism obviously don't mix. Everything was closed except for takeaway food and alcohol and cabin fever and domestic violence was at an all-time high. My goodness, governments. Anyway, there we go. That's the reason behind that, right? So, it follows a successful trial last October when bouncers in Hereford were armed with smart tags somewhere in England, okay? I can't pronounce it. Hereford? Let's just quickly do it. Hereford. Sorry about that, Hereford people. Your town is making me cough. Pubs, bars and nightclubs across Hertfordshire and other places in England are now also due to train staff to use the aerosol style spray. So Sergeant Nick Hall from this police department basically said that this is an exciting step in our continued efforts to challenge antisocial behaviour and keep people safe and protect them and staff from harm. I do agree with that, even though security guards are absolutely many times do abuse their powers and act like mall cops, like I'm the biggest, baddest police officer you've ever seen. No, mate, you're a mall cop. But most of them are good. Some of them aren't. I've had personal experience. That's why I'm kind of bagging them out a little bit. But majority are there to help people, which is obviously good, right? This new technology and its deployment will help us to address some of the elements relating to the antisocial behaviour which are seen especially in our nighttime economy and send a positive message to our communities that we are doing all we can to address their concerns. If only I had something like this in Sydney's nighttime district, oh my god, wow. A lot of nightclubs wouldn't have been completely shut down because of stupid nighttime rules that happens in Sydney, Australia, where pubs were basically forced to stop people from coming in after like 1:30, 2 in the morning. It was ridiculous. Millions of dollars in livelihoods would have been kept. But anyway, it is what it is, right? Upset, man. I'm just upset. We will hand over the new equipment to these people responsible for keeping your bars, pubs, and clubs safe places to relax and have fun, and who often face a barrage of abuse and violence. Right now, let's hope it's safely, by safely tagging individuals, 5 years down the track. Oh, we didn't realize it was cancerous. Let's hope it's safely, right? You get drunk one night, cause a problem, and then 5 years down the track, potentially, oh no, you got cancer. Let's hope it's safely, right? Keep your bars, pubs and clubs a safe place to relax and have fun. And who those often, I can't even speak anymore, and who often face a barrage of abuse and violence, which let's face it, a lot of places do, right? By safely tagging individuals. Officers patrolling the community can easily identify them. That's obviously a good thing, right? Now, the method is being rolled out to bouncers after a successful trial, which saw the smart water spray handed out to 400 co-op security guards after a spike in attacks against frontline staff, which is obviously not a good thing, right? I'm going to tell you how much this thing is. If you actually want some of this yourself, I mean, why would you, unless you own a par or a bub or something? Par or I can't even speak. It's actually 3:30 in the morning right now, and I'm very, very tired. Have a look at this. It's 3:30 a.m. Bar or pub or nightclub or something like that. But anyway, in January, we attended an incident within our club where two men were very aggressive. Assaulting door staff and assaulting customers, which obviously is not good. And yes, that should absolutely be stopped without a doubt, right? As the situation got unpredictable, I took the decision to pull out Smart Tag to deter two men. However, one man went to punch me, and so Smart Tag was deployed at them. Both men fled the scene and diffused the situation. Now, there's actually this article from 2010. Now, even though that this is a trending topic right now, I mean, these things are trending topics right now. This thing's kind of been around since 2010, or at least from this article at least. Who knows how much longer it's been around, but unlike the attack alarms that make a loud noise to draw a scare of the attacker, those things that you click. If you're a lady, you get it out of your handbag if you're getting attacked, like, oh, stop hitting me for 1 second. pull it out of my bag, and it makes a noise like, well, this obviously doesn't do that, right? The spray not only deters attackers, but helps police to track and identify them, right? So the bouncer spray releases a repulsive odor, as well as emitting an invisible UV dye designed to help identify an attacker to the police. They add that the distinctive repulsive odor also helps in finding witnesses who may have seen the attacker. Now, the dye stays on clothes for up to 3 days, apparently, increasing the chances of the attacker being caught. So, there we go. You want to buy one of these? Let me show you right now. There we go. That's the thing. Bouncer attack deterrent, smelly, UV, and it's got made in the UK. It's basically £8.30. Maybe illegal where you live. Better check your laws before you buy one. Are you ever going to use one of these for the bad people around you? Let me know. We're on this channel, Channel 2. We make 4 videos a week. Also on Channel 1, Tallboy Gareth, where we've been on there for like 8 years now, making travel vlogs around the world. Those social medias. At Tallboy Gareth. Like and subscribe to the current one you're on right now because, come on. Come on. Whew. It's almost 4 a.m. and I'm going to go to bed. See ya.